I made it back to beautiful, calm, sunny Christchurch, as you can see. I didn't do anything on the plane in Melbourne because, once again, my bags got pulled off to the side for who knows what. I've flown 10 times, and 7 times of the 10, there's been some thing that has happened and I've had to have extra steps with security, whether they randomly selected me to check for residue or they didn't like something in my bag and they didn't tell me what it was. I don't know, it happens every time. But I'm back and it feels so good. And even better, the first person I passed on the street, and guess what, smiled at me. So it warmed my heart to be in a nice place again. And I am already so heartbroken at the idea of leaving New Zealand. And I have a little bit more time left, but not really that long. March, April, and some of May, and that's it. So I'm gonna soak in all the on the street smiles that I can, because that felt really nice, just to be smiled at by a stranger. Also, this is too funny not to share. So New Zealand has like an extra security checkpoint once you arrive in the country to make sure, double, triple, 100% sure that you're not bringing anything into the country that you shouldn't. So you have to go through this section and they check your passport, make sure that you haven't declared anything that you're bringing in, and then you go pick up your real luggage, like your big luggage, and then you take everything through to a security scanner. And since I was only in Australia for a few days, this backpack is all I have. So I left the first passport scanner section, and then I just started walking in to go get it checked in the bag check. And some woman stopped me and she was like, "Wait, don't you need to get your bags?" And I was like, "I don't have any bags. I was just in Australia for like 3 days." And she was like, "But I'm traveling for just a few days and I've got a huge suitcase." And she was like very baffled at the fact that you could travel for a few days with just a teeny tiny backpack on. And I appreciated that she was being so nice and thoughtful, but I think we both startled each other because I was like, "What are you talking about? Get my bag, it's on me." But I'm so excited to see Evangelina again, and I'm rushing to get to her because I cannot wait. So I'm very excited to be back home in my van on Sumner Beach for 2 more days, and then I will start my journey up to the north. It is nice and rainy. It's been raining literally ever since I got in my car from the airport. So I've just got some Chinese food because I don't have any groceries and I was hungry. Someone brought a trampoline to the beach. What is happening? That's so cool. I've only been gone for just a few days and now there's a trampoline out here. That's amazing. I am absolutely going to go play on this trampoline later. I'm on the trampoline. Oh. And here's the ocean. And here's the moon. And this trampoline is super bouncy. And here's my car. And people have been coming in and out of here all day, jumping for a few minutes and then leaving. But I've got this for as long as I want because it's nighttime now. So after I returned to New Zealand from Melbourne, I flew back into Christchurch, and then the day I left Christchurch, I went to the Dance-O-Mat, which is a really great community initiative that a guys kind of building all these fun things to fill in the gaps of where the buildings had collapsed back in the earthquakes back in 2011, 2012. And so it was a free dance floor, and I went up and there were 2 people dancing, and so I just joined in, and that was a whole lot of fun. And then I drove up to Picton to take the ferry back to Wellington, and on my way up to Picton, I passed by a salt work facility, and they have these bright pink salt lakes, but they're only pink sometimes. And I just so happened to pass by it when they were vibrant pink, and it was so cool. And I wish I would have had time to take a picture, but I did not have time. And then I got up bright and early at 4 in the morning to catch my ferry to Wellington, and the boat ride was awesome. I saw seals and a dolphin, and we had really rough waters, and so the boat was just rocking us the whole time, and I had a blast. And there were other people who were getting seasick, but I loved every moment of it. Once I arrived in Wellington, I went to the WETA Cave with the gift shop of things that they've done for Lord of the Rings. And I read some reviews, and it turns out just going to the gift shop is perfect. There's no need to go on the actual tour. So, and I felt like I saw everything I needed to see at the gift shop because they had some old props there as well. So all of these that we're seeing here are little miniatures and different kind of like props and practice things that they would do for the movie to make sure that the scenes looked right. And this is all free to see in the WETA Workshop Cave in Wellington. It's just part of their gift shop. And so all of this is just free to see inside of the gift shop. So this is super, super cool. And apparently you can't take a lot of pictures and videos inside of the actual like part that you pay for. So this actually works really well if you just want to kind of like see what they have that you can actually take pictures of. Yesterday, I went to my very first ever Pride Parade, and it was so awesome to be able to lend my support to the community, and it was great to see everyone out celebrating themselves and celebrating love, and it was awesome. And now, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it is raining, and I'm on a trail that used to be a railroad track and is now a bike trail, but you can walk it too, which is what I'm doing. And soon I should come up to, I don't know how soon, but eventually I will come up to an old railroad tunnel. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's pretty much all I have on the docket for the day, is just do this walk and then find my next campsite. And have about a week before I need to be in Hobbiton, where I will be doing a 11 kilometer or 6 mile run / walk through the Hobbiton village, where they filmed Hobbiton in Lord of the Rings. So I'm very excited about that, and it's nice because from where I am right now, the direct route is only 6 hours, so I can take my time and take a little bit of an indirect route and see some other fun things and do some fun walks. So yeah, it was great. The dance-o-mat was awesome. Pride Parade was great, and hopefully I survive this rain, and this tunnel will also be great. I have reached the train tunnel. There's one of many. How many, I don't know. But Yeah, we'll explore this one and then walk a little bit longer and then possibly turn back because I'm hungry. Surprisingly, graffiti free. Anyway, it's just a tunnel. You don't need to see the whole thing. We came to a bridge. According to this sign, the original bridge was built in 1876. And it has been this way since 2001. There's a nice river underneath. You could probably swim in there. They have stairs to go down to it, but it's a little cool. But this is fun. It's nice. I'm gonna do just a few more minutes of this. I'm gonna do 6 kilometers one way and 6 kilometers the other, and then call that the day. Mostly because there's really not too much to see because this is a biking trail. But that's okay, because it's nice to see some history and some railroad things. And also it's very windy and cool and rainy. I decided I'd come just a little further and look. It's the second oldest understructured simple beam bridge in New Zealand. And look at that. That's pretty impressive to engineer this in 1876. So that's really neat. So, and here's the water below. Yeah, very cool. It's starting to clear up a bit, which is nice. But yeah, I'm gotta go back and figure out what the name of this walk is, and then I will put that in for you. Okay, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but this is the Pakuratahi walk. I practiced for a few minutes before I tried to pronounce it, but I'm certain I still got it wrong. But yeah, it's very, very nice. They have bikes that you can rent at the front of where you park, which is really cool. And it just didn't even occur to me to rent a bike until I was already pretty deep in, and then I was already too far gone, so I decided to walk. But yeah, it's very nice, and it's obviously it's all flat because it's a railroad track, so very easy walk or bike ride for sure. So yeah, if ever anybody's near Wellington, I recommend this. It's very beautiful. Like, there's not too much to see on the sides, but these mountains are really cool. I'm on Mount Victoria back in Wellington, and I am on the hunt for 2 Lord of the Rings filming locations. Frodo's Reading Tree and the Hobbit Hideaway, where they hid from the Nazgul, both from the first movie. They were both filmed here on Mount Victoria in Wellington. And in all the time that I was in Wellington before, I never visited. So today is the day. I went to WETA Cave yesterday and I saw the One Ring on display, and so now I thought I'd see the actual filming locations and be the real nerd who I was always born to be, and to do the things that brought me to New Zealand in the first place, which is to see stuff from the movies. So hopefully it goes well. So I'm looking for where the hobbits hid from the Nazgul in the first movie, and it's somewhere here in Mount Victoria. I've just got to figure out where exactly it is. This is the real tree that Elijah Wood as Frodo really sat on. It's low on this side. And then on this side, It's so tall, and I was trying to climb up it, and I could not. But a nice man was giving a tour, and he took my picture. But I'm gonna try to see if I can't take some myself as well. This is the path where Frodo kind of senses that something evil and dark is following them, and this is right before they jump into the hideaway to hide from the Nazgul. So it was really cool. I didn't even know that this was here until I saw a point for it on the map, and then as soon as I was here, I recognized it so clearly as what it was. I'm in Rivendell, you guys! This is so cool! This is left over from the set. And then down here is a little river. We'll see what else cool things I can see. It's funny, this looks like it's made of concrete, but it's plastic or fiberglass. Very, very cool. I doubt that I'll really recognize much. Oh, look, yeah, you can see it's made of pool noodles. I doubt that I'll really see much that I recognize, but this is still so cool. Oh, just kidding. According to this is just a replica of the one in the movie, but it's still really neat. Stop, this is so cute. It has their heights. Aragorn, a tall man. That's so cute. I never thought that I would see a famous tree. It has certainly grown in the last 20 years. But that's so fun. Oh, and Rivendell is 100% free to visit, by the way. It's literally even on Google Maps listed as Rivendell. And it's just in a public park near a paid campground. And they have a lot of other different little walks. And it was like 5 minutes from the parking lot, not even 5 minutes from the parking lot, to the Rivendell area, and it's like clearly labeled, and you just go and look around, and they've got everything to see, and then you can stay there if you want and do some other walks. I didn't because I'd already done that train walk, and it was late, but yeah, I mean, totally free, and it's really, really cool that they had all that stuff there. So check this out. This is where I'm parked. Here is the ocean. Here's this cute mountain. And then look at all of these other mountains here. And this is in the North Island, like an hour outside of Wellington. And it's so nice. And I slept so well with the sounds of the ocean. But it was funny, I was kind of nervous last night. This was the second time I've ever camped in the North Island. And it's the first time in a while that I've camped somewhere totally unfamiliar. And the walk to the bathroom is very far away. It's like a 5-minute walk. And so it was kind of spooky to walk there at night. But this is amazing. This is a really great spot. And people are out fishing and all kind of things. A bunch of people have already left for the day. It's 9 a.m. So I'm not sure what I have on the docket today. I haven't planned out my trip to the North Island very well at the moment. But we'll get there and we'll see what we see. And I'm going to enjoy this ocean for a bit while I have my breakfast.